Greetings, everyone, from Dover-Sherborn High School. Bruce Glazer, Art Crandall, and our Dover-Sherborn cable TV crew bringing you the football game in the Tri-Valley Small between Bellingham and Dover-Sherborn. Dover-Sherborn undefeated on the year, 4-0. Bellingham comes in with a split. They're 2-2 in the season, Art. And Art, I don't know if you remember, but for the last 3 years, Bellingham has defeated Dover-Sherborn soundly, and Dover-Sherborn remembers.
Well, hey, Bruce, and I absolutely remember, too. We have not done anything positive against the Bellingham team, so I think everybody was looking forward to this, I'll say, grudge match here on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday.
It's a football day. No question about it. Here comes the kick. Dover-Sherborn has deferred the kickoff to the second half. It's being run back by Bellingham from their own 25-yard line, up to close to the 30.
Bruce, do you think that was a on-purpose kick, or, you know, the wind, as you saw in the beginning of the national anthem, the wind is blowing the flag at a pretty good clip. So instead of high in the sky, that one kind of almost went to the ground and that kick?
No idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's coach's decision, obviously, but I mean, we know that Ronan can kick a long way, but against the wind, yeah, you have a point.
Yeah.
From the far hash mark, they set it up. Domerkant is the quarterback, sends his wide out in motion. He's got an eye backfield behind him, one back, hands off to his lead back, number 20, Corey Perkins, and he goes for nothing. If Bellingham is going to run the ball, you know, in between the tackles, they're going to have a long day.
I was just going to say that very first play, even though there was a man in motion and he stuck right there to become a blocker where it's swept to the right, they are not going to go. They're playing into Diaz's sweet spot.
Well, you also want to set up one play for another, so sometimes, you know, you run conservative, then you go outside. Who knows? The junior Domerkant, who has a twin brother, Jerry, on this team, is a wide receiver, waits for the football. Once again, they're going with Perkins. Perkins comes ahead, now angles to the right, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, if that.
If that, yeah. And
3rd and 8.
Yeah, so that play wasn't setting up for another play. That was pretty much almost the same play.
Well, they lost their quarterback from last year, and he went on to college, and he was just, you know, lights out for them.
He was amazing.
Yeah,
Great
two receivers, either way for them on both sides. Domerkant looks for the football, gets it in the shotgun, drops deep. Look, right side line drive, caught. This is on his brother, Jerry Domerkant. They are twin juniors at the high school.
Yep, first down on that one, and that was go right over the middle, and it was a wide open. He was wide open.
Jerry dropped a yellow hanky or something, and I thought it was a flag, and he picked it up quickly so the official didn't yell at him. I'm not sure you want to do that again. He's got trips to the top side, one to the bottom. Now a man in motion. That would be Kelly. Ooh, lots of movement on the line. I don't see a flag, and they're going to run. They're going to run with Jerry Domerkant. Make that the other back, Vaccarella. Vaccarella, the runner, he comes off the field, and they have themselves a second down and short after that run. Second and a couple.
Yeah, if that, I'll tell you, that was absolutely a wonderful play by Bellingham where they had the blocker go right outside the, the tackle as I'm looking in this position, and it went right through the middle.
Working with one back, Domerkant sends his man in motion. That's Kelly. Kelly now in the backfield is a blocker. Handoff straight ahead. I believe that was Perkins on the carry. Perkins and Vaccarella. They're just looking. They're both seniors, I believe.
You know, that looked almost like a first down, but it's first down. Yep. Okay.
Actually, Perkins in the backfield, he's a junior, so he'll be a leader next year. And the other back, Vaccarella, he is a senior. Captains in this team are Perkins. How about that? Donovan, a lineman. Also, 2 captains. They made it easy. I'm used to seeing 4. Some teams with 3 or 4, right? But this time they only have two I can see. I missed one. Ethan Silver, a very good player and lineman. He's also a captain. So those are the three captains, along with a fourth captain, Michael Spira. So they got four captains. I'm back to my quota. Want to welcome our Bellingham viewers as well. I know it's a long trip from that side of the 495. Oh my gosh. Did they not get a first down?
This is crazy. What's going on here?
I think they got a 3rd and inches.
Yeah, I think somebody called it a first down because that's how close it was. When I was saying it's really close, it was inches close.
And the quarterback for Ashland High School in the first game of the season scored a touchdown on Dover-Sherborn the first quarter of the opening game. Dover-Sherborn has now 15 consecutive quarters after that, not allowing the opponent to score any points. And unbelievable. Domercant waiting in the gun with a 3rd and short. Got it. Hands off to Perkins. Oh, he's got a first down, all right. And a lot more extra territory down to the 38 of Dover-Sherborn. Good first drive for the Blackhawks.
That's a very nice play where he did a little, looked for the best where to go, and he chose to go outside and went right for 3-4 yards right there.
A short or no huddle. They got back to the line very quickly.
Bellingham's very aggressive, Zarber.
Yeah. They've had problems in previous weeks scoring. They got a problem now. Now they're setting up because they're finally aligning their play. Okay, he wants the ball. Blitz is coming. Domercant drops. Olsen falls down. And Domercant takes off to the spot where Olsen was and goes out of bounds around the 20.
That was a
nice call.
Yeah, it was a really nice call. I was just going to say he had wide open 15 yards right to the left.
Especially as the defensive end, Olsen slipped up and he couldn't stay on his feet.
Nope.
It's been wet out here.
Yeah.
And he lost his position, and that's where Domercant went. Vaccarella in the backfield. Quarterback looking to his bench. We got 7:47 to go, just underway.
Very loud cheerleaders here, I'll tell you. Some more cheerleaders.
Connor Kelly is the blocker in front of his quarterback. Fake handoff, going right. Man open. Oh! Spira cannot pull the ball in. And Spira had a lung injury in the first game of the season. They thought he'd be out for a while, and then he went to the hospital, and they said, not as bad as we thought. So I think he missed maybe a game or so, and he was okay. He's very fortunate. It was an unintentional, of course, but he got really bruised up in the chest area, and he's okay now, and he's playing, and he's also one of the captains and leaders in this team. Looks like a pro set offense, one back, Perkins. John McCann waits for the football, claps his hands, gets the ball. Short drop, right pass. Too low, intended for the aforementioned Spira, incomplete.
Yeah. I think the past two throws have been a little, I don't know if it's the wind or not, but the prior to this play, the throw was a little bit behind him. Got a little lofty, and that wind might have taken it. And this one was the opposite, where it was a little low throw.
I think Bellingham has somewhere to go tonight. They have short huddles. Back to the line. Fake blitz. No blitz coming. Domercant sees it, doesn't see it. Wishes he saw it. And he is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. That's where I think he is... The unfortunate, I don't want to say height is a disadvantage or an advantage, but in this case, if he was 6'4", he could have saw over everything and kind of thrown the ball away. But
one of the first defenders on the play in the sack was Alex Banerjee. They're finally going to have a huddle. 7:05 to go in the quarter. The defensive front for the Raiders starting out. Rogers and Olsen are the ends. Darren and Banerjee are the tackles. Dummer, Kiesling, Robinson, and Romoli are the linebackers. And the defensive backs, Dummer, Polk, and Kaby. And there'll be some switch-ups and changes in that. Deep drop, quarterback looking over the middle in a crowd of traffic, ball knocked away. That was an ill-advised pass. He had four defenders around him.
You know, I got to tell you, it was a perfectly thrown pass.
It was.
Though. Yep, perfectly thrown. And perfectly defended, too. But it was perfectly thrown.
And that's a turnover and down, so the Raiders stop the opponent once again.
Yep. That was a very good drive by Bellingham, coming right down the field. I thought right up until they started to do the no huddle.
Yeah, I don't understand that early in the game.
Yeah, I don't either.
You're not into a groove yet.
No.
You're not into a rhythm with your team, and you're going to go no huddle immediately. Pros can do it, but these are high school players, and they have to really get into a rhythm first, I think. Yeah. So the whistle is blown by the official. Timeout. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think so.
Timeout? Yeah.
Timeout, Bellingham.
They're taking Kelly off, and they're subbing. I don't think it's a timeout. Official's timeout. They let him sub. Okay. So no timeout involved. Garrett Webb and his offense get a play. Oh, there was something there in the line.
A little movement.
Yeah, someone on the line jumped, so they'll be 1st and 15 here. You know, looking at the offense for Bellingham, they only have 3 touchdowns in their last 2 games.
Really?
They have 4 on the year, and they're fumbling a lot of footballs, and their coach, Dan Haddad, is not happy. So he's trying to get them into a rhythm.
Yeah.
And maybe he thinks the no huddle might change it up a little bit and keep them focused more. This is, or was, Polk. Polk got back to the line. I'm not sure he got anything out of it.
Yeah, I don't think he did. You know, the interesting thing about a lot of fumbles sometimes, if you're, it's a strength training too and a concentration. You know, people can rip the ball out from under you, right from under you, but a lot of times you'll see coaches go into the strength training to try to have them stronger with their forearms to hold on to the ball.
Rogers, Darren, Banerjee, Rogers. I'll do that again. The offensive line got it wrong. Fake handoff over the middle. Is he open? No, he's picked. That's Jerry. The twin brother brings it back to inside the 30. He's down to the 20. Dormicant running down to the 15-yard line as Webb threw it right to him. It was almost as if he should have changed shirts.
You know, it was kind of interesting. The ball was underthrown is what it was. And, you know, like I said, they are throwing into the wind, which is why, in referring to Bellingham's couple throws, it the wind could have affected it. That's at his back. But this one's at his face. And I think Dover-Sherborn had him outrun, but it was just a little underthrown, and Bellingham just picked it right off.
Garrett Webb, the quarterback for Dover-Sherborn, came into this game 25 completions out of 51 attempts for 483 yards and 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Make that 3 now. Dormicant back at quarterback. It's delayed handoff to Perkins. Perkins straight ahead for a short gain up the middle.
So they have tremendous field position right now. About at the 21 right now.
Last year, the Blackhawks were 4-7. Dover-Sherborn 9-2. That final score last year was no fun if you were there. 24-35, Dover-Sherborn on the losing end, as Bellingham took a lot of advantage of miscues by Dover-Sherborn back then. New year, new game. Dormicant hands off on a quick opener. Straight ahead to the 20 is his running back, Perkins.
That was just straightforward. Yep.
4 yards. So 3rd and 6 coming up. Kiesling, one of the stoppers.
Interesting how they're lining up Dover-Sherborn on their defense.
Yeah, I'm watching that. I think they're coming. Look at the gaps. They are coming. Dormicant gets it off quickly. It's caught by Vaccarella, and he is way short of a first down.
You know, I think Dover-Sherborn had the defense called right there, and one of the things that I noticed on this play versus one of the other plays where they rushed and weren't so successful is they moved everybody from the deep safety into where the corners were. So just for that reason now, with the quick pass, with the blitz coming in, the safety can assist any cornerback in coming with the tackle.
And that goes into what Steve Ryan said during the week. This is a screen passing team, and last year it worked a lot. And they built up their defense to prevent the screen pass. So what you're saying, the adjustments makes a lot of sense. Bellingham on 4th down, tries it again. Home run ball down the field, way overthrown to his brother Jerry. It'll be turnover on downs again. Dover-Sherborn picking up possession at their own 18.
Well, that was a pretty decent coverage, I'll say. The ball was just really overthrown. Again, the flag is flying right out straight, so could have been affected by the big breeze or what, but it was overthrown by a good 5 feet.
Well, Dover-Sherborn only had a couple of ball handlings. I think they had 2, didn't they? It was like 2nd or 3rd down on the first drive. They were intercepted. This time, Olsen comes here. They're at their own 18. Long way to go. In the shotgun is Webb. Webb waits, throws, it's blocked. I think the first hand up there was number 50, Donovan Turner, one of the captains. Bellingham.
There was really good positive energy there coming in from Bellingham, and again, you know, with the hands up and the fact that he didn't have any place to go or look, you know.
Offensive line, I'll get it right this time. Up front, Darren, Banerjee, Dummer's the center, and Sampson and Rogers. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Olsen comes this way. They have, I think, KB topside. Wing left. Actually, the wing left is KB, so the top receiver is probably Kiesling. In motion. Pass downfield for Olsen! And he was open, but he was tied up nicely by Spira, and the problem is Spira bumped him.
Yeah.
It was a nice tie-up by Spira if you get away with it.
Yeah, I think he had a little clutching and grabbing on
You
there.
think?
Yeah.
It was like they were slow dancing in motion.
Yeah.
So it's called for a holding. Yeah. Before the ball was thrown.
Yeah.
That's why it's a holding.
Yeah.
He was definitely slowing down Olsen's progress.
He was.
You got the big man. You got to do something that the officials don't see when they catch you. Out comes the flag.
Yeah. So it'll be the first down. Yep. You know, this quarter's flying right by. 3:34 left in the first quarter.
I'm telling you, Bellingham has something going on tonight. They want to get back quickly. Running play this time. Polk has his first down and a flag in the backfield. Not where you want to see it from the offensive point.
No. Usually that represents holding or blocking from behind, or what is he saying there? Holding. Yep.
That'll send him back.
Yeah.
The Raiders have scored 98 points in the season while only allowing 7. They are 4-0, and their defense is as strong a defense as I've ever seen at this high school. The offense is a work in progress, but they've been very solid. But the defense has been what shines because they've shut out teams for 15 quarters. What can you say? They're competitive against anybody.
Yeah.
Screen right side of KB. Looks for his blocker. Sweeps. KB back about 5 yards from the first down. See how they spot it? With a good run from inside the line of scrimmage.
That was about a 16-yard gain. That was a really nice pickup. There's some great blocking up front there. It was more of a pass out to the flat, don't you think?
Yeah. KB came into the game with 9 catches, 155 yards, and a touchdown. Now they come back. Olsen on this side. Looks like Moore, I believe, is his slot man on the right. Now, with a running play to Polk, he goes out of bounds for the first down and a few extra at the 40-yard line of Bellingham.
That was a nice play.
Our crew today is Elsa Suxo. I think I pronounced it right this time, didn't I? Yeah. And we also have Rachel Martin and the Crandall boys, Brad and Cam on Instagram.
We got a new member, JB, taking some statistics now.
Okay.
Yep.
I spotted the ball on the wrong side of the field. At the Dover-Sherborn 41, they start out. Quick opener to Polk, off guard spot. Polk comes straight ahead to the 30, and he picked himself up a solid 7.
He had some nice blocking out in front of him.
Speaking of Polk, He has 74 carries coming into the game for 508 yards, just under 7 yards per carry on the average, and 7 touchdowns in the season to lead his team with 42 points.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a potential all-star right there. KB goes left by himself. Olsen to the right. They got a wing right in Moore. And hiding on the left side is number 22, Chris Kiesling, as a slot on that side. Pass down the field, left side.
Nice.
KB, did he catch it? No.
Oh.
By the way, speaking of passes, remember the Sharon game and the Sharon fancy play for the touchdown? Quarterback drops back, pitches out to his running back who throws a touchdown,
Yeah.
and they called it back. The official ruling was that they had too many men on the line of scrimmage. One of the backs should have been in the backfield. He was on the line of scrimmage, and as soon as he took a step forward, it was a legal man downfield. You don't see it very often, but it happened. Sharon had troubles lining up off and on during the game. Yeah.
That was a beautiful play, though.
Yeah, in a way, I wished it had succeeded because it was well executed,
Yeah.
except for the faux pas. First down, Dover-Sherborn at about the 28 of the visitors. Webb's going to keep it. Webb cuts left. Webb twists around. He gets a couple, maybe, depending where they spot it. This is blind alley part of the field, right? Inside the 15,
Yeah.
we have to guess a lot.
Yeah.
I was going to bring binoculars, but then I thought, it's just one more killer to carry.
That's funny.
And my valet is off this week. Not my wife. My wife is
Oh,
off,
okay.
but she is not my valet, and she's watching and making notes. I just want to correct that. There is 109 to go in the quarter. Let's check here.
Yeah.
We've only played about 20 minutes. Wow, that's pretty quick.
This has been the slowest part of the whole quarter right here.
Yeah, just subbing up, yeah. Yeah, Bellingham was moving things. Second about 3 or 4. 4. I think I'll watch the camera. She's got a better view. Polk cutting outside. Polk bringing it back in. Was that Polk? Yeah. Polk inside the 10. First down. I just want to see if it's first and goal or first and 10. I think it's first and 10. Where are you going to spot it?
Well, goal.
First and goal.
Yep.
Just around the 10. Art, do you see it?
I think it's inside.
So it's got to be inside the 10 or be first
a
and
little
10.
bit, maybe the
First
8
and goal.
Yeah, I'm looking where he's holding up that first first down marker.
Right now, the wide receivers are just place marks because they had to run for a while. Man in motion. And that would be Polk. Polk likes the left side, likes the corner. Got a touchdown? Yes, you do.
Nice. You know, statistically, if you turn around and say all the analytics and everything like that, Dover-Sherborn, when they get inside the 10, they're traditionally, they start off as the runs.
Yes.
Run. So you can say at least 90-something% when they get inside the 10, the first play is going to be a run. But even if the other team, whomever they might be, knows that's going to happen, they have to stop them.
Right, of course. Now, they got to go for 1 or 2. I assume they're going for the 1, which means they'll probably go for the 2.
I know, right?
They're going for the 2. What was that? First and they didn't score? What happened? Did I miss a penalty? You can't do this, man. I wrote down touchdown. KB with the ball, tripped up. Was there a penalty? Did we miss something? I
Must have
apologize.
been second down to go 11, it says, but that...
Hold on. Ball on the... Second goal from the 11.
So they something had to happen, Bruce.
Oh, and it was second goal from
And
the
you know
11.
that's not to say for nothing, but that is the blind spot. That's
Yeah.
the entire blind spot,
All I
completely on the other side of the field, with not a great vantage point here.
Quarter's over. Now what do? I got Polk scoring. So, I mean, can't they just give it to me? I had to cross this out. You know, the worst scorecard to keep, a baseball game goes into extra innings, and now you're in the 15th, 16th inning, and you got nowhere to run.
Nowhere to write. Yep. For those of us who know you're talking about.
And then all of a sudden, your pen has no more ink. That's why some people write in pencil, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I know. Got something to read here. What was it? Oh, head coaches for the Raiders. Ryan is head coach, Steve. Bobby Conrad. Eric Lecciato. Robert Mosher. Alan Armstead. Jerome Penn. Dave Sullivan. Mike Tassone. And George Webb. And what else do I have? Okay, leading scores for the Raiders. Polkester 42, Kiesling has 12 points, KVU with 10, Olsen with 8, including a punt return for a touchdown and a two-pointer. Richards has 12 points, including 2 field goals. Defensive leaders and tackles, Mackay Robinson, you'd expect, and 30 tackles, followed by Ross Bottom with 9. Leading receiver, 9 for KB. Moore has 7 catches, Olsen 5, Kiesling 4. And we pretty much covered it. And I am happily surprised to watch Garrett Webb every week grow as a new quarterback on the varsity. He's just come so far since the first week of football. Every week he gets better. And it's a run for Dover-Sherborn, and they pretty much didn't go anywhere.
No,
a little
maybe
closer, but you look at it, 3rd down and goal from the 6.
And it's been run.
Now we can see the game at least.
Yeah.
And the problem with binoculars, they run a play and you're looking through the binoculars and then you lose the ball because
Right.
you're looking through a small opening and it's like, I need bigger binoculars with a wider opening. Oh, we need a press box in the sky, right?
I don't want one of those for another 30 years, though, I'll tell you.
Well, that'll make it 4th and probably field goal range as Polk is stopped.
Yeah. Looks like the field goal team's coming on. Oh, he's got the wind on his back, so, or actually sometimes it's on the side here. The flag's all over the place.
The ball's at the 9. That makes it a
26
26-yard kick.
Yeah, 26 yards, yeah.
At 10 plus the setup of the ball at the 6 and 17. 23-yard field goal. 23-yard, I correct that. Spot, hold, kick, way up in the air, and a lead. 3-0, Dover-Sherborn.
What a great field goal, extra point kicker he is. Just absolutely got a foot for it, I'll tell you.
Well, not as good as the touchdown I put up, though.
Yeah, but that didn't happen, so.
No.
You know, we got a Saturday football game here, guys, right during apple picking season, and the leaves are starting to turn, and absolutely a gorgeous day. Absolutely wonderful.
So that brings it to 16 quarters, which is 4 games total. If you add it up, Dover-Sherborn is not allowed a point from the other team. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, these are high school kids that I remember a basketball coach from Medfield telling me, Herb Grace said to me one year, I said, you got a great team. And he said to me, yeah, we have a great team when they show up to play. I never know what's going on. Someone's broken up with his girlfriend. There's a problem here. I don't like this one. He says, they're great when they are focused, but I can't count on every game. So for a football team to shut out the opponent for 16 consecutive quarters takes focus and intensity. Yeah. And listening to your coaches. Ground ball taken at the 30, and that's where they'll set up. That was something you or I could have probably fielded.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know? But Brady Carroll stopped it there. No sense running it back. You're an up back. You got good position. You don't want to lose field position.
No, I remember to that focus point. It's growing up. My high school team, we played on Saturdays, and the high school team got together on Friday nights and had a poker night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We didn't have any wins that season.
You bet peanuts shells or what?
You know.
Okay, whatever.
Just,
yeah, I'm sure. Play right in front of us. We got a definite eye, sort of a slanted eye. All right, off-balance eye formation. That's what I'll call it. Dominican fakes over the middle. Got his man knocked away at the last second by KB. KB waited and made the right arm play.
He did. And you know, KB's got to watch himself. I saw him.
He's feisty.
He's feisty. He's got to watch himself. He doesn't want a penalty
No.
for taunting. Nothing like that.
Very intelligent, student and player. But you're right, his emotions, so far so good. Unless he's yelling out there. 2nd and 10. Domer-Cant looks, goes for the screen, picked off and dropped by Ross Bottom, and he bangs himself on the head. Oops.
Yeah, that was almost. But, again, now it brings up what? 3rd down? And they haven't moved. They're right on the line of scrimmage from the very first down. So they haven't got inches, nothing. 2 passes, 2 tries. Running play, Bruce, what do you think?
No, they got to pass. They're doing nothing. They got to pass. Fake, pass, caught. It was twin brother to twin brother, Domer-Cant to Domer-Cant. They're close to a first down. Depends on the spot. Yeah, they got it.
That tackle was right by the helmet. He almost. If I grab you by here and throw you down, is that a horse collar?
It is on me.
Yeah, that kind of looked pretty close to a horse collar tackle.
You come near me, it's a penalty. So it is a first down.
Yeah.
I'm very delicate.
Oh, yeah.
I just had a birthday and I didn't go backwards.
Is that right? Happy birthday.
Thanks.
When was this?
A while ago. A couple of weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
I take belated gifts. I don't get them when I take them. Domer-Cant waiting. He's got Vaccarella behind him, yelling something out to his wide receiver, moves him inside a little bit to a slot position, it looks like. Got a little time, throws it way up in the air for Spira! Overthrown! Spira just couldn't catch up with it.
Wow. That was just a fantastic throw. That was incredible throw.
And you wonder about the wind, don't you?
That was at least a 45-yard throw.
When we get a chance, I want to read you a little bit of an article out of Cardinal Spellman High School. You didn't hear about this, I'm sure. It just happened this week.
No.
About the coach stepping down.
No.
I don't want to read too much. It's on the Brockton Enterprise website, but I'll read the beginning of it so people can look it up if they want. It's a very interesting story. Domer-Cant moves his brother right to left in motion. Jerry in the slot now, left side. Dasha hands off to Perkins. Perkins stopped, as you might expect, as he hits the 40. And basically, it's give him a foot. 3rd and 9.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
Oh, wait, he went hit the other way. You're right.
Back.
3rd and just over 10.
Yeah.
Clock says 9:25. Scoreboard says 3-0 Dover-Sherborn. Back to the middle of the width of the field. That makes sense to me. In between the hash marks, Bellingham sets up. I had to really think about it. Man in motion. Domer-Cant snaps. Gets a flag. Probably all coming back over the middle on a post pattern. What a great catch by Jacques Mason. But I think it may be going for naught. That flag looked definitely offense. Mm-hmm. It looked until we see the official call. I believe I just heard the illegal formation.
That's what, yeah. We are, of course, to their backside, the refs. Yeah.
Illegal shift. Yeah. Somebody jumped. Either your 2 men moved at once, or somebody moved forward in the backfield.
Yeah.
That much I know. On offense, only one person is allowed to be in a pre-snap motion after the play is set. A second person may go in motion after the first one stopped for 1 second. If not, legal shift.
Yeah.
So of course they can go forward. They can't cross the line. So I correct myself on that. They can go forward behind the line of scrimmage, but they both cannot move at the same time or within 1 second of each other. Domer-Cant on 3rd and long steps up at the 30. Looks like he's in big trouble.
Yeah.
And keeps the football, but doesn't keep away from the sack. Makai Robinson on the sack. 4th down, and you don't think about kicking. You're kicking with 4th and 20. 8:29 to go in the half.
You know, it's kind of you're going through the what the illegal shift is very interesting. It's almost like a ballet is being performed out there on the football team. You know, not two people can run at the same time. You can't go up to the line of scrimmage if you're in the backfield.
It's all about keeping play fair. KB, the lone returner, catches the football at his 40, and he took a knee. Whether he wanted to or not, we'll never know, but that's where Dover-Sherborn was set up. All right, I'm going to read the beginning of this from the Boston Herald. If you want more information, go to the enterprisenews.com. The Brockton Enterprise is the website. Coach steps down over parents of vitriol. Con Chase's dream job quickly turned into a nightmare. Less than 2 years in, Chase tendered his resignation this past Friday morning as head coach at Cardinal Spellman. He made the decision following Thursday night's 34-3 loss to undefeated Bishop Fenwick, which dropped the Crusaders, that's Bishop Cardinal Spellman, to 2-3 in the year. And a running play. Nothing. Finished in the article, according to eyewitnesses, Chase was subjected to verbal abuse during and after the game. And from what I read, not the first time it's happened. He's in the second year there, and this goes back on his whole stay there. And he finally said, for my family and my own sanity, I got to get out.
Wow.
We don't know what happened, but I find it an interesting article. If you want the story from the Brockton Enterprise, it's enterprisenews.com. It's well worth your time. Only telling you what I read. And I got to say, doing Dover-Sherborn sports over the years, we've had a very supportive crowd to both teams. I mean, the crowd here has been great, and at the basketball games that we've done. Straight ahead. This is Riches has come in at quarterback. He hasn't been in for a while due to an injury. He's just run the ball close to midfield. So 3rd and 4 for the Raiders. And the student bodies from visitors and home teams, yeah, they razz each other, but it's all good-natured fun. And they take it well and they give it out well. It's a friendly competition, so.
You would hope, you know.
Yeah, that's all you want, really. Have fun, but don't go overboard. All right, back to football. 3rd and 4. Raiders lead 3-0, 6:39 to go in the half. Richards is your quarterback. Richards runs left. He's got to keep it. Richards comes around left end, and he's got a short pickup and a flag.
And I think that's going to be face mask.
Yeah, matter of fact, it looks like 2 Bellingham players indicated that.
Yeah, there was, whether it was inadvertently or on purpose, I saw a hand go right over that face mask.
Officials deciding how many yards, 5, 10, or 15. Five. Oops.
Oh, blindside block.
It's a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, my.
It's not a face mask.
No.
But it's a blindside block.
Huh.
Richards at quarterback. No, that's Webb back in the game. They've been switching off. Webb back in the game. Got motion by KB. He runs to his right on a bootleg. Throws it to KB. KB close to the 40. And
not much.
Yeah, you're right.
Not much.
It's 4th down and 12. It's a kicking situation. So that illegal block was on the offense, and that killed any potential drive
Sure.
with a 15-yard penalty. And I got to tell you, before the game, one of the officials wanted to see yours truly and make sure we call plays correctly because we called something wrong, I think, in the last game.
What?
And he's going to send me some information, and that's fine. That's fine. I said, when the problem is, and Richards gets it off, high boomer. They let it roll. Takes a Dover-Sherborn roll to the 23, 22, 21. Let it ball go. 20-yard line. First and 10 at the 20. And he said to me, we know you don't do it on purpose, obviously, but if you call something and you're not getting the right call, it makes us look bad. I see his point. And I said, yeah, I'll email you, send me whatever you can. And I said, the problem up here is sometimes when you give a signal in the field, I don't have time to look it up before the next play starts. I didn't make excuses. I said I have little cards I can look at, but I don't have time. And when you look at a college or a professional game, they got spotters, they got side people, they got people all over the place. They got a computer where they instantly get the information. We have our eyes.
Yeah.
And when the next play starts quickly, yeah, we blow it and we apologize sometimes. We apologize when we do it sometimes. We only do it sometimes. We only do it sometimes when we apologize, and we'll try to be better. Bellingham ball at their own 20, first and 10. Dover-Sherborn to Perkins. They're going to try the middle. Nobody knows why, because they only lost a yard. And that's what a lot of teams do. They have the middle, and that's where they want to go. It's their basic meat and potatoes play,
Bread and
but
butter.
not against Dover-Sherborn.
Yeah.
Second and 11. We've got Medway coming here next Friday, followed by Millis the following Friday, both 6:30 games. Medway and Millis not having the best of seasons so far, so it should be interesting. Those are home games here next 2 Fridays at 6:30. Dover-Sherborn waiting for the ball. Second and long. Has it, drops, protection breaking down. He's running for his life. Throws it on the run. Got his brother, Jerry. Jerry ahead for about a 5-yard pickup after all that.
Wow, that was just a great play.
That was a heave
by
and
the
catch.
Twins. Oh, my goodness gracious.
They are not identical twins. I looked at their pictures.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, someone's going to tell me at halftime, no, you're wrong. Well, they didn't look like identical twins to me, so I'm calling it that way.
Fraternal.
I was just going to say fraternal. You beat me. Dover-Sherborn drops. Uh-oh! Gets rid of it. Got his man. This is Vaccarella. Vaccarella for a first down. Almost a broken play. And he found his man on the right and a broken play for a first down and a few extra.
That was absolutely incredible, that play.
I see Dover-Sherborn getting into a groove now. He's feeling much more confident as the game goes on.
Right, warmed up. I think everything's all right. His brother came out. His brother's a little shaken up.
3:35 to go, 3:30 to go in the half. Dover-Sherborn 3, visitors no score. And we have everybody looking to the sideline.
What's going on
And
here?
we got one guy over here, one of their people, a player, is waving his arms in the air. He's probably a JV player, and I don't know what that means. Dover-Sherborn looks, home run ball. He's got a man open.
He's open. Uh-oh.
And there goes the streak and a touchdown.
Yeah. And maybe that's what they were saying, is saying, you got it.
57-yard scoring play to Michael Spira.
Really pretty throw.
Yeah, it was.
It was right on the money. Right on the money.
He was wide open.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful play by Bellingham.
And
Caught Dover-Sherborn a little on flat-footed back there.
3:05 to go in the half. This is the latest in any game Dover-Sherborn has trailed in the first 5 games of the season.
Well,
But it's a wake-up call. Blocked! So the score remains 6-3. Bellingham.
that's huge right there. That brings it to a field goal game for DS.
Well, it's going to be hard for this game to end in a tie with it being 6-3. It could happen, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think you're going to have odd scores going up and down the field where you're going to have to go for 2 points or go for a field goal. It's just not straight touchdowns in this game. We got what equates to 2 field goals in that touchdown, right?
Right.
They got 6 points.
Right.
And 1 field goal for a DS, 6-3. It's just an odd score to play against. But all you got to do is score points and keep going.
That's right.
3:05 to go, plenty of time to go ahead. Then the question becomes, if you're up 9-3, you go for 1 or 2. See, that's where the numbers come in.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. There was a football game, NFL football game last Thursday with, who was it? The Colts and Denver. And it was 12-9, all field goals. And the field goal, the 12, came out in overtime.
Wow. See those cheerleaders, huh?
Yeah.
They were doing flips in front of us. I thought, somebody hurt? They were great. Nice kick by
Yep.
the kicker, which is Demers. I think that's KB on the return. No, Jaffe. Zach Jaffe on the return. Too close to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Raiders.
Yeah, Brett. You got me, Bruce. You got me on the cheerleaders. There were 3 Bellingham cheerleaders doing backflips, just boom, boom, almost like a court jester doing backflips. Just tremendously impressive.
And they went 20, 30 yards.
Tremendously
30 yards.
impressive. Yeah. So athletic.
Raiders just outside the 30 at the 29, 1st and 10. Hand off to Polk. Polk twists to the left side, does a little slant, picks up a short gain.
So, you know what we should do, Bruce? Start requesting what the roster for the cheerleaders are. As Bruce's mouth drops. But it's like, every game we are in this van on the opponent's side, they have cheerleaders.
Yeah, happened last year, too. Quarterback Webb running his own reverse. And up to his team bench he comes, and he's close to a first. We'll see how he
nice
plays.
play.
Yeah. All right, Ronan Richards is the ball carrier and the quarterback who ran that play at a 1st down. Didn't catch the number.
That was, yeah. Once again, don't get me going on the
I know.
on the jerseys
I know.
for Dover-Sherborn.
Well, Webb's back at quarterback. And the sun, I love the sun, but now it's shining, and I cannot read the numbers.
No, the numbers are terrible.
But Webb is the quarterback now. He throws a screen, right side, got his man. That is Henry Moore going out of bounds. And he's a little short of a first by a couple of yards.
Yeah.
2nd and a long 4. Make it 2nd and 5. I'll round it out. Bruce Glazer, Art Crandall at Dover-Sherborn High School, Norris Searle Field. We hope you're enjoying our Dover-Sherborn Cable TV live stream, or if you're watching the playback, the cablecast. Kiesling comes far left. Olsen on the top side, far right. Quarterback wants the ball. Looks. I don't know. It looked like he lost the grip. Webb lost the grip, right?
I don't know, yeah.
It didn't come out right.
Or he almost was going to stop it, in mid-throw. Not throw it, but, yeah. It was down.
3rd and 5 coming up. Still, they're in good position. 2:08 to go in the half. From the far hash mark, they started up. Now Kiesling comes this way. Running the ball. That run brings it. Richards carry the quarterback to the 45. Well, they got a first.
I think. Yep.
Now, what did you tell me that building is over there? That space vehicle over there? You told me, was it recycling or something? Was it water?
Yeah, I think. I can't remember.
Oh.
Sorry, maybe it wasn't me. Was it me?
I thought it was you.
It probably was, and that's how good my memory is.
Webb throws. KB looks. KB knocked down. Great defensive play. Both players went up. KB and number 11, De Silva. And it was a great contest for the ball. And the defense won that one out. And De Silva limps off the field.
He does. He went up, and I think he came down on that knee, right on his, twisted his body a little bit, trying to make that great defensive play.
Yeah, they're looking at his knee, the trainer.
Yeah.
Kiesling, far side. I'm sorry, near side. 2nd and 10. Looking left, throwing, almost picked off. The ball went way beyond the intended Emilio Kiebe.
And KB got the signal from the QB, and he said, take off.
Go long.
And I don't think he got it it didn't click right up until a little bit, and microseconds, but that was enough that the defender came in.
Yeah. I think Webb at quarterback. I wish they'd wear like little colored flags on top of their helmets for me, so I know who's who. Webb dropping, looks left again, overthrows. We got a 4th down. Both passes not good. Webb goes off the field. His punting team will come on, and Ronan Richards will do the punting.
Yeah, that looked like a square in that the receiver ran, and instead of a square out, which I think is what the QB expected him. But you're right. I think the Dover-Sherborn boosters should change those numbers to white numbers, so we can see them a heck of a lot better.
Richards has the ball. Nice boomer.
Wow!
Way up in the air. They're going
Holy
to roll
smokes!
into the end zone.
Holy tamale!
That punt is officially about 48 yards.
More than that.
Well, it was more from where we punted it, but they only count the line of scrimmage, don't they?
Yeah.
But it was more than that from where we actually kicked it. But if they say from the line, 48, I believe it was. That's a professional punch.
That's a good punt.
He's got a leg.
He's got a great leg.
$1.35 to go in the half.
Yeah.
So Dover-Sherborn, unless they do something, will be trailing at halftime for the first time. But they got a lot of talking to do at halftime. George Webb, one of the assistant coaches, is supposed to come over and give us an analysis of the first half. So that'll be interesting from their perspective. I don't think they're doing all the things they want in this game. Bellingham has put up a good defense.
Yeah, they really have. There's been, I think, a lot of miscommunication on the DS side, though.
Delmecant talks to his running back, Perkins, brings him up a little bit, moves his brother into motion. Oh, sorry, that's not his brother. That's another player. That's Kelly. And the ball's coming to Kelly. I don't know what Delmecant did. He had Kelly wide open, had clear time to throw it and space, and threw it away.
Well, I think it was the pressure that coming in. They had their hands up, and I saw him. Delmecant had to actually kind of like go on almost on a side throw because he had linesmen in front of him, and he couldn't, unless he could have lofted it over, but that's a lot to ask at someone, at this age.
90 seconds in the half. You're looking at 2nd and 10 for the Blackhawks, who lead 6-3. Delmecant to Perkins. Perkins coming around on the right, turns it back in, turns it nowhere.
Now, Elsa, before the sun goes down or much, can you see that one tree over there? That's one tree that's colored, turning already in a beautiful.
I see it.
Oh, it's just total greens around it, and that one tree is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Welcome to New England in the fall.
The rain has pushed that up a couple of weeks, hasn't it?
Yes.
I mean, people plan to come to New England for the foliage. They got to change their schedules a little bit.
Yeah. So we're working on a player down. I can't quite see a number, unfortunately, for the player being down and knowing what's going on here. I think it's a Bellingham player.
Definitely a Bellingham player. 1:17 to go on the clock. Field goal for Dover-Sherborn. Touchdown for Bellingham. No extra point. It was blocked. And we wait.
There's the movement, which is great. Hopefully he got the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully nothing's wrong. Number 51.
Jack Davidson.
Yeah.
Jack is a lineman, slowly being helped off the field.
Yeah.
Bellingham playing a very good game against DS in this first half.
Yeah, poor kid's watching pretty gingerly, too.
As you might have heard, the DS team has called a timeout.
Some other scores from today. Boys soccer tied Norwell 1-1. Girls soccer defeated Norwell 3-1. And girls field hockey stayed undefeated, winning leading today 3-2.
That girls' field hockey team was outstanding for Dover-Sherborn.
Amazing.
Just hearing in the background, they won again, undefeated.
They're a powerhouse,
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
have been for years now.
Yeah.
Like lacrosse. And basketball and football also showing their own. Since Steve Ryan's taken over this football team, you know, he had to build a program, and it took a while.
He really
They
did.
had those losing seasons that were no fun,
Yeah.
and he's gone through 3 quarterbacks in 3 years, and he's got a program that's just blossoming well. Bodes well for the future. Both teams back to the field, and a fast first quarter becomes a slow first half. As the second quarter gets bogged down a little bit with injuries and a little more slowdown in the lineup at scrimmage. Dasha Dommerkant waiting for the football. Puts his hands out, snaps his fingers together, and gets the ball and gets a blitz. Gets away from it. Good running. Throws it on the run. Brother
Oh,
open.
my goodness.
Cherry at the 30 for the first down. Maybe.
Going to be inches, I think. One of those inches, positive or negative.
It's 4th down and what? Not even a yard. Yeah. 2/3 of a yard.
And, maybe a foot.
Yeah, let's debate it.
Yeah.
So we'll have George Webb come over here, talk about the first half, what they saw and what they didn't see that they wanted, and then we'll take a halftime break. Dommerkant, everybody yelling to the sidelines, something, I don't know, what a mess on the, they made the first down, but the quarterback and receiver were looking to the sideline, looked like the whole time, like they didn't know what was going on. I don't have no idea. What was that?
You know, I wonder if that's part of the play.
Deception?
Yeah. Could be deception.
Now I'm thinking that was Bellingham's timeout.
Well, I think it would be smart if Bellingham took a timeout
Sure
right
would.
now.
Richards had a field goal of 23 yards in the second quarter. Then Spira on a bomb of 57 yards, catch and run, extra point blocked, and that's where we sit and stand, depending on what you're doing out there. 6-3 Dover-Sherborn. And watch those cheerleaders. You ever go to a cheerleaders competition? I went years
did not,
ago,
no.
Braintree High School, and I thought that at the time when I was working at Milton High School, I thought we had a great cheerleading squad, and we did. You should have seen the competition. Unbelievable. I mean, you thought you were watching college kids. They were so talented. And you were a cheerleader, Elsa? Really? Back in your day?
Elsa,
Is she allowed to say back in her day?
back in her day.
No. First down.
Not too far back, anyway.
She leans over. We fall over. Dasha with the ball. The quarterback looks, waits. He gets out of the pocket, runs on himself for his life. He gets up to the 40, close to the 50-yard line. He's at the 45, and he goes out of bounds, I think. No, the clock running. Ball
What?
inbounds.
Gain of 9 yards, 2nd and 1.
Nobody in a hurry?
That's a little different here.
What happened to this hurry-up offense in the first quarter? Clock running. It's almost like we're satisfied being ahead. You shouldn't be. Dommerkant wasting
Something's
a lot
going on
of clock
here.
time. Finally, a timeout by
Timeout,
Dover-Sherborn.
Dover-Sherborn.
Huh.
2nd timeout.
Might as well use them or lose them, right?
I guess, right? I'm surprised Bellingham didn't call one.
This game's a little bit like what's the word?
Eclectic.
Yeah, it's unbalanced.
Yeah.
It's off balance.
Off balance.
Yeah. Neither team looks that smooth. Is it a set? You know, I know baseball teams, some of them don't like playing afternoon games. They're not into their night game rhythm, which they do most of the time. And these football teams, they're used to playing Friday nights. You got them on a Saturday afternoon. I don't know if it means anything, but it takes them out of their game rhythm. It's not the same. You practice all week for a Friday night, but you're playing Saturday afternoon. It's different. And the sun is shining.
Yeah.
Nice crowd from Bellingham traveled over here. We have some students over on the far side, a good group of parents as well.
2nd and 1.
Yeah, good contingency from Bellingham in the stands.
2nd and 1. Last couple of minutes taking forever. Domican drops. Domican runs away from everybody, and he goes down just before the 50-yard line. And we don't need a timeout. The timeout took about 3 or 4 seconds off the clock. So they got 26.2 to work with, and they got this second timeout, 1 left. Domican looks like he's shaking up a little bit, maybe. Watching him.
I'm a little confused as opposed to why they're taking a timeout like now versus letting 30 seconds go off the clock about 35 seconds ago.
You got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, you would have thought.
I've seen pro coaches do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they just, all of a sudden, they get befuddled in the head, and they're just not watching the clock, thinking, oh, wait a minute, we don't need one. Well, and by the time you're like, right, 30 seconds runs off, and you could have had almost a minute to work with. Now
Sure.
you got 26 seconds. They're going to spot the ball and measure. Because they have to. Second and about a yard.
I don't think it's a foot and a half.
Second and
Oh.
third and short.
Yep.
This is 2-down territory.
Brings up 3rd down.
And you know, I don't know what they'll do with this drive, but you're right. They thought they just gave away 30 seconds.
Yep.
They get twin receivers on both sides of the line. Quarterback in the gun. He drops, throws, line drive, caught by Jerry Domican. Domican goes out of bounds with a 1st down. Smart play. That is the, on this drive, is that the first time or second time they went out of bounds? They should have used out of bounds more.
Sure.
There's so little time with the clock.
Yeah.
Now 20 seconds to go in the half.
Well, Domican, the quarterback, when he ran, from here, of course, it looks like he went out of bounds, but evidently not. But,
Okay, yeah. He went close, but he stayed in.
yeah.
You're right.
And they should have called the timeout there because that was when the.
That was the one.
Yep.
Domican claps the hands again, gets the football at midfield, runs over the logo, spins around. That kid can get away from a rush, and he runs himself. Now he says, I'll go out of bounds, and he does. And a flag on the play. Domican with a heads-up play. He's running out of 3 or 4 sacks.
Yeah, unbelievable. And that's going to be unsportsmanlike, I believe. It's on Dover-Sherborn for sure. Yeah.
Now, the official, that's what he's commenting on. He said, we want to make sure you understand a personal foul versus a, what'd you just say? Personal foul versus a,
Unsportsmanlike? Unsportsmanlike?
yeah, there's a difference. And you got to, that's the signal we missed last game, I believe he said. So I want to look it up, make sure we get it.
Yeah.
Because they seem similar to us, but they're not, and the officials want us to get it right. Because they're the ones getting it right, and if we mess it up, you know, it reflects on them, and we don't want to do that by any means. We don't intend that. Regardless, it's a penalty against DS. Brings the ball down to the 20. And with 7 seconds, they've got at least 2 plays with a timeout.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 play.
I mean, if he runs away,
Maybe
he has
two.
to run out
Definitely
of the clock.
1, I mean,
Yeah,
but
you're
maybe
right.
2.
You're right. Domican, most important play of the half, drops back straight, looks, and the half is going to be over with a sack by number 51,
Oh,
and that would be Darren.
timeout.
They can't. They call the timeout.
They called the timeout. We're going to go for the field goal, I betcha.
I don't know how you call a timeout with half a second to go.
You know.
But they did.
Yep. Now, again, I'm not judging any coaches or anything, just from way up here. I wonder why they didn't call that timeout, because they got it's 1st and 10 on the 20. They would have gave them another play or two, get a little closer.
Now the Raiders called timeouts. Everybody's used their timeouts.
Yeah.
We have no more timeouts left. We're going to halftime whether they like it or not. One more play. It'll be, is that going to be a field goal? Where's the ball? On the 20?
Yeah.
Is that,
It's going to be a good field goal, isn't it?
that ball not on the 20. No, that's wrong. It's about the 27. Can you spot it? It's,
Yeah,
forget the
this is
scoreboard.
30.
See the 30?
28, maybe.
All right,
28,
I'll give you
27.
28.
Yeah.
That would make it a 45-yard field goal.
Wow, into the wind too.
They're not going to do that. They're going to run it or pass it. They got one play left. No field goal here. That'd be ludicrous.
Well, you know, if they are going for a field goal, Dover-Sherborn blocked the extra point, so...
Another reason not to go for a field goal.
Right?
Yeah. So this
a
is...
little commentary on the announcer, eventually.
Without a penalty, we'll go to halftime after this play. So he's got to pass it, we think. Blitz, I assume, will be coming. Dominican has it, steps up to the pocket, throws Coffin corner. KB back there, knocks it away from Jerry Dominican. We're at halftime.
Wow.
Exciting first half, more so from Bellingham's viewpoint than over Sherborn. I saw, you only give up a touchdown in the half, but you only scored a field goal. And that's not Dover-Sherborn field goal. No. That's football. They didn't get a lot going.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 230,000 participants here in Massachusetts who take part in high school sports.
Hey, George.
Hey, George Webb. Thanks for coming over.
Hey, Bruce. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Good. How are you? Well, at this point, you might not be too happy.
Well, you know, the game is really kind of what we thought it would be. We know Bellingham always plays us tough. They come out here ready to play. We're going, before we came over to the booth over here, we've had, out of the last 22 football games, we've won 18 of them. And out of the 4 that we didn't win, Bellingham's been 3 out of those 4, the other one being Swampscott last year.
Right, of course.
So these guys always play tough. I kind of, you know, the perfect analogy is the Patriots playing the Miami Dolphins or the Jets. Division games are always tight, and it usually turns down. They all know each other's schemes, so it turns down to a play here or there that can make the difference.
George, you haven't met Art Crandall, but you're meeting him now. I'm sure he has
Art.
a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
You know, I think it's really interesting that statistically you look at running plays as something that you feel comfortable, either the tackles move over, or if it's go out. What do you feel is your most comfortable running play, especially when it's first and goal? You know, if you look at the game statistics, you know, you mostly start out with running right off the bat. And is that because it's much easier, less chance of anything bad happening?
Well, I think the big thing is we have confidence in our O-line. I mean, the line is, a lot of these guys are seniors. They've had a lot of time in the system. So when we come out, you know, statistically, you can look at it, whether we run right, left, or the middle. Doesn't really matter. We have Michael Polk that runs the ball really well. We got Ronan Richards that can take a snap and make some positive yards just about every time he touches the ball. And we got good depth on the back. So really, it's just dependent upon the O-line and, you know, what we see lining up on the other side of the ball.
And that's the confidence. That's what I was looking for in the run game.
Their
Exactly.
D-line is giving you a lot of trouble now.
Yeah, I mean, number 50 is number 50 or number 51. He's playing well. He's getting in. He's putting his hands up. I think he's had a couple of knockdown passes.
50's a big boy.
Yeah, and that's creating a little trouble, you know, for our guys to get the ball past that. You know, the line is holding up pretty good. I think, you know, some of the, you know, where we're not quite in sync yet is in the receivers with the quarterback, and that's you know, we've had third and long.
Does it have anything to do with playing on a Saturday afternoon rather than the routine Friday? Does it get them out of rhythm, either team?
I don't know. These guys are in pretty good rhythm. Candidly, I give probably the majority of the credit to Bellingham, probably where they're scheming us, and our guys just aren't getting a lot of separation. They get a safety floating around over there that's, you know, we're going in and making halftime adjustments. We'll see how we look in the second half.
Just going to ask you that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck with the second half, sir.
Thanks, guys. Hopefully we can pull this one out and go 5-0. Thanks for having me.
Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
That was George Webb. I'm Bruce Glazer with Art Crandall. We'll take a brief break, let you watch the sun go down. This is Dover-Sherborn Cable TV.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the shameless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story.
Dover-Sherborn will receive the second half kickoff as they deferred in the first half. And after talking to George Webb, we'll see how both teams adjust for the second half of this game as the sun plays games with our view. It's right in our eyes. I always love this art. It's a pretty sun, but not when it's lined up in your face. So,
Right.
Bellingham doing the honors of the kickoff. Michael Demers comes into the ball and he kicks it deep. Bounces. That might be Jaffe. I'm not sure. I can't see. No, it's KB, I think. Back to the 20-ish.
We got an injured player down for Bellingham.
Taken down by number 52,
24,
Tobin.
coming off gingerly.
Oh, yeah, he's limping.
Raiders first down at their own 24-yard line.
So the Raiders have it, as you might have heard, the 24, first and 10. And you want to see something on the first drive of the second half. They may not score, but you want to see some progression.
Right. George, they're going to make some changes, adjustments, of course.
Both teams do that. Looks like a direct snap to Polk, I think.
Tackled by Dover-Sherborn. Gain of 5.
Pick up a 5, second and 5. And once again, this is blind alley territory. We're just kind of guessing where the ball is. Harder to see the numbers now than with the sun in our eyes. But all I want to do is whine. That's all. I'm happy. Let me whine.
A little cheese with that wine there, Bruce, or what? Huh?
Ray Martin's on camera. I almost swallowed my gum. Never a good thing. Polk again. Was that 2 direct snaps? They did not look. They did not look like handoffs. But the 2 5-yard gains for first down.
Yeah. Ray, can you see that? Was it a direct snap to Polk?
She's as good as us.
She's concentrating on the big picture.
Literally. Handoff this time, and that's Polk. Into the home grandstand he goes, and he's got another first down, it looks like. Now they're moving the ball.
There you go.
We talked about the rhythm, and that's what George Webb said at halftime. We appreciate him coming over for that interview.
That was really good.
They have to get into a rhythm, and the coach talks, and the coaches talk, and they talk about what you can do. You're not a rookie team. Ball just at just beyond the 45-yard line. First new set of downs. I give Bellingham a lot of credit because they're not a high-scoring team. They do play good D. And for the past few years, they've been strong, especially against DS. Got to change. Kiesling comes out this way. I assume Olsen goes the other way. Quick opener. Straight up the middle. Flag.
I thought that was interesting, Coach Webb telling them about the,
Short pickup.
Yeah. About, Miami versus New England.
Yeah.
These two teams know each other. They play each other. They do reconnaissance. And you can tell Bellingham out of, I think, everybody that we play has our number the best.
Yeah, there's something to that. It's emotional, and it's also the way you line up against them. How do you match up? And some teams don't match up well against each other. One team might not match up well against another team for a couple of years, and that's what happens. But this Bellingham team seems to have a stymied overall, whether it's personnel or just an emotional thing or it gets in your heads. I don't know. It's got to change. Which way we going with the ball, gentlemen?
Well, that was kind of interesting when the ref came up to you and said, just make sure we get the calls right. it's very tough, Bruce, at this side of the field
You
because
betcha.
everything we get the referees back.
You know, I should have said that, but I don't want to make excuses. But which way they going with the ball? They're explaining to both coaches. You're right. We get the backside of the coaches, and he's waving to the press box, and I can't always hear the press box because the wind blowing across the field doesn't always make it possible. I'm not saying this is an excuse. It's just the logistics.
Right. Right.
And I repeat, if we were inside a nice warm press box, we'd know instantly because someone would tell us. You don't have to guess. You know, personal foul on the Raiders. Got that one right.
Personal foul. See that?
And I'll tell you, Steve Ryan must be asking himself, what did I just tell them?
I was just thinking the same way. This is how to start out a first drive. They did it in the last, starting out the game. It was an interception.
First, it looks like 25. So they're running with Polk. Polk gets away. Polk coming this way. That's not Polk. That looks like more, maybe. I got to get a number.
More laundry on the field right now. The yellow laundry.
That was Ronan Richards on the carry, quarterback keeper. It's against Dover-Sherborn. Looks like it.
Block in the back on this one.
Another block.
Illegal block in the back. This is not the usual thing we used to seeing with Dover-Sherborn. It's sloppy play. It's not being focused.
20 for the Raiders.
I say more mental errors, which causes the physical error.
No, it could be. There's a number of instances where you could say, are they getting beat and they're trying to make it up? I don't know.
Not much there.
Richards tackled by number 50, Donovan Turner.
Ronan Richards is at quarterback. Second and, I see on the scoreboard, 2nd and 20. Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. Not going to run it now, that's for sure. Nice drop. Time over the middle.
Oh, a lot of contact
Yeah,
there.
a lot of
Great.
contact this
Yeah, oh, and the laundry is down again.
That looks like pass interference.
Flag in the flag.
You know, I hear from the stands, Bellingham, terrible call. You can almost say, if the ball is up for grabs, everybody's a receiver.
That's true.
You know?
He wasn't interfered with, though.
Interference on the Blackhawks.
So that was number 22, Kiesling, on the attempted catch. And the Bellingham side, not happy campers right now. It is not an automatic first down.
Interference results in a first down.
Nope. Bruce.
Oh, it is a first down.
Yeah.
Because of where the...
Down.
No, it's an automatic.
no, it's not. Not in high school football. They get a 10-yard penalty, and it's second down. It's from the... They're marking from the
the
line
spot?
of scrimmage.
All right, 2nd and 11 after 4 penalties.
So they marked the penalty from the line of scrimmage.
There you go.
I thought, okay.
So it's 3rd and 1 now.
2nd and 11.
Wait a minute.
Poke! Poke! We'll eat up a lot of that. Probably that's KB anyways, but it was Emilio KB
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
carry.
And I looked at the thing and it says, it was 3rd down to go was 1. So it's still up there, Bruce. And
That scoreboard is not always reliable.
I just quickly glanced.
That penalty was executed from the line of scrimmage. And that's why they only got 10 yards, and it was 2nd and 11. Now it's 3rd and a manageable 5. 2-down territory, I would say. Hand off to the Poke man. Poke! Got the first! I'm giving it to him. I'm giving it to him, but they may not. He's close. He's within a yard of the first down
it's
easily.
going to be first down.
Is it first down?
First down.
Yes, sir.
Raiders.
Raiders moving the ball. Something we haven't been able to say for much of this game.
No.
They have not moved the ball. At the third quarter break, I want to read a story to you. I don't remember this story. Do you remember Appalachian State and Michigan years ago? That game. Now, I'll read it to you. You're talking about teams who make comebacks who have no chance in the game. They go straight ahead with a buck over the middle. Loose ball, Bellingham ball. Looks like Jerry Domicant of the Domicant family got the ball.
Wow. Well, how to stop a drive, huh?
So you talk about underdogs coming into a game, right? Like Bellingham was the underdog in this game. Well, there was a game between Appalachian State and Michigan. Appalachian State, no matter how good they are, they don't match up against Michigan and their crowd of 100,000 people. It was the first game of 2007, and we get a better chance maybe at the break of the quarter. I'll read this to you. It's an amazing story. Back in 2007, I do not remember it, and some of our viewers may not have been around at that point. Some of the young kids have no recollection of it all. So it's Bellingham ball. Domicant wondering, what is the play? He goes up to the line, yells something out to his center. Finally ready. Gets the ball. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeper in 10, 15, almost 20 yards, and they cannot stop this quarterback.
That was an absolute amazing fake out. That was a tremendous fake out.
But it shouldn't have been. They know he can run the ball.
He just absolutely, the back just faked.
Oh, the blocking was great.
And the everything.
The fake was great.
The fake was amazing.
But we were in the right position to see because we were behind the play.
Right.
But the defense did not see what we saw.
No. That was an amazing play.
Bellingham on the 40 of Dover-Sherborn. Fresh set of 4 downs. Dasha Domicant, the quarterback, moves the hands around. He's very physical at quarterback. He snaps his hands, gets the ball to Vaccarella. Vaccarella for a short gain. He's more like a fullback, Vaccarella.
Yeah.
So, okay, what we have now is second down, 6:53 to go in the third. If you tuned in late, Dover-Sherborn went ahead on a touchdown of a field goal of 23 yards by Ronan Richards. A long pass touchdown by Bellingham, extra point block, 6-3. We are now on the scoreboard. Bellingham. They look disorganized, but they get the play off and they make it work. They just look a little bit of like, what's going on? But they make it work. I don't get it. Domicant drops to midfield, throws a screen. He's got this time number 5,
blocking.
Vaccarella close to the chain, goes out of bounds.
Amazing. They had a nice set of blockers in front of him, too.
Knocked out of bounds by number 7, Griffin Rossbottom.
Rossbottom on the stop, pushing him out.
It's going to be third and very short, I think.
3rd and 1 for the Blackhawks.
Sometimes high school football is hurry up and wait. That didn't work. That's Vaccarella being stood up and the whistle blows.
You know, the statistics from JB on the first half scoring.
Sure.
DS, Ronan Richards, 12-yard field goal.
Well, 23 and you add it up.
20, yep.
You knock it off.
Yep. The Bellingham to Michael Spera, 65 yards. Nice play. Those stats, JB.
And the students at Dover-Sherborn. Someone call a timeout. Officials timeout.
Officials timeout. JB Harvey, that's his name. I
JB
just
Harvey.
keep calling him JB.
Okay.
JB Harvey.
He did our stats for the first half.
We got a nice cheerleading demonstration going on here.
I was going to read something to you if I hadn't lost it. No, there it is.
Okay.
Of course, but now they're back to the line of scrimmage.
Hold on to that, Bruce.
Yeah,
Yep.
they couldn't wait for me, could they? I'll get to it later. There's always later. From the near hash, Domercant steps up, calls out something. He lines up Vaccarella to his right. Domercant drops, throws, receiver, caught,
Nice
first down.
catch. You know, Dummican, when he throws, I'll tell you, those throws are, when they're on, they're exactly perfect. Exactly perfect, right where they need to be.
Clock
Because that was good defense too, but
5:25, clock moving. We're in the third quarter. Nice drive by Bellingham. They're on the 30. They're inside the 25 of Dover-Sherborn. Vaccarella, the big back, comes to the right side. And he goes out of bounds after about a 7-8 yard pickup. And they're running these sweeps, and Dover-Sherborn's not stopping them. It's either the quarterback or the running back now. It's like Dover-Sherborn is not in the game. Not that they're not trying, they're just not succeeding.
no, you know, and the thing was that they've been very successful with the tackling straight up, right through the middle. But now Bellingham's spreading it out to the sides, and that could be setting up for a straight run up the middle again, you know?
It looks like 1st and 10 from the 10.
1st and 10.
This is all because of a fumble. Vaccarella splits the right side this time, and he gets close to the 5.
And that's what they did. They swept to the left, swept to the right, spread Dover-Sherborn out a little, and then went right up the middle.
I think they found with Perkins running in the first half, he wasn't the solid, heavy back they wanted. They wanted the bigger, you know, the heavier player, a fullback type, to run the ball, and it's worked well for them. He's getting away from blockers. 2nd and not much movement on that. Whoa. Okay, 2nd down and about 9. He didn't get much, sorry. They're at the 9. They run it. They get stopped before they go anywhere. Vaccarella never saw his offensive lineman, that's for sure. Ball pushed back.
Right. Absolutely.
3rd and 15.
That was pretty successful, Dover-Sherborn.
14. Now you get a situation where if it's 4th down, the field goal comes in.
Yeah.
Because you could
Yeah.
go ahead by 9-3. That's
Yeah.
where the oddball numbers up
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
6-3 now, under 4 minutes to go in the quarter. They send trips to the left, nobody to the right, and the quarterback stays in the gun. Gets the ball. Where's he going to look? Left. Into the end zone. Caught. And getting away, it looks like Perkins. Oh, my gosh. If that was Perkins or anybody
Wow.
else, he lost the football.
But it was out of bounds. He got hit.
Was out of bounds.
Yeah, he got walloped. He's coming off. That was a big major league hit.
Well, when Jacques Mason, the receiver, got hit, I didn't know if the ball flew out of his helmet because he got hit so hard.
Yeah.
It was the ball. Bruce Glazer, Art Crandall, in case you forgot our names, you want to write them down. At Dover-Sherborn, nobody wants to write them down, right? Hey, a lady came in sitting in the parking lot, and I said something to them, and she says, hey, I know your voice. Aren't you Art Crandall? I said, no, lady, no.
You make fun. You make a joke.
She did know who I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, yeah, I'm world infamous.
The Bruce.
I'm popular for about 10 yards out. First and goal, Bellingham. They made the first down, which tells me they are within a yard. He's got a stacked backfield. We'll just watch. Quarterback has the ball, hands off to Vaccarella. He doesn't need much. I think he got less than that. 2nd and goal. What they need now is a fumble, a pushback. Just push it back.
Right, DS. Yeah.
You got to just stack the line.
Yeah.
I can't see them passing, can you?
You know, he's a good passer. And if they have confidence in their passing game, they got those great little flare outs. So that's not unreasonable. But on the 1 yard line, this would be like Seattle, not going to, what's his name? Up the middle for a touchdown against the Patriots.
You're on your own.
To win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Marshawn Lynch.
Thank you. Lynch. Waiting. Motion. They tried again. He's stuffed.
Oh!
They drove him back towards the sunshine. Make it 3rd and goal with a loss of yardage.
That was a big play right there.
Ball now at the 7. This is all the cliches go in now, right? You got to make it here.
Yeah?
I won't use any cliches, I promise. No. I'm impressed with Bellingham. 3rd and goal. Big stop coming up for Dover-Sherborn, hopefully. Bellingham says, no, we don't want that. Quarterback drops back. Dasha Domikant, the junior, has the football. Going to throw. Coffin caught it!
Oh, it's wide open. Yep, touchdown.
Wide open is the other words.
Wide open.
I believe that was brother to brother, was it? Or was it?
Brings the score to Bellingham 12, Dover-Sherborn 3.
Number 7. Dominican
Well, he's the quarterback, yeah.
to 3. Yeah, which is his
What a-
brother.
So on the scoreboard, it looks like 5 yards. I thought it was 7. It doesn't matter really because they scored. That's all that matters. They're going for the extra point. Attempt will be made by Steve Crummett. Crummett kicks and gets
And
blocked.
he gets blocked again.
Looks like the kicker got hurt.
No.
Someone's hurt.
It was Dover-Sherborn, I think, who blocked it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see.
It's white pants, you're right.
I think he got the wind knocked out of him. He extended, if that's who I'm thinking, extended full body out there to get that. That was a tremendous block. He just soared vertically. Oh, it was Brian Olsen.
A tough kid, isn't he?
Yeah.
Defensive end, wide receiver, basketball forward, and a good baseball player as well. .147 to go in the quarter. Bellingham has dominated the scoreboard, now 12-3. It's not out of reach of anybody at this point. Dover-Sherborn with a comeback can win this game, but they're not doing it, and Bellingham is putting points on the board to their credit. I want to thank J.B. Harvey for his first half stats. So I hear you have a full house of residents. It's like you get children back in the house. You get the empty nest feeling, then you'll lose it. Must be weird.
Yeah.
Hope BJ's is well open late tonight, right? Ball bounces at the 20. It's a loose ball, gentlemen. It's a free ball. It's Dover-Sherborn ball. They looked at it like, what do we do with it?
Right. I was like, oh no. Oh well, he was waiting to see what's going to happen, where it was bouncing. I think he had the knowledge that it was a live ball. It was just,
So do you shop at BJ's, or what would you? I mean, how do you do? What do you do? You don't buy food. They just
sales.
Sales.
Wherever it is.
Just put cereal on the table. All right, first come, first serve. Here's Wheaties.
That's right.
Breakfast of champions.
So what was the Appalachian, Michigan story?
I want to hear more about your family. You're not talking about it. All right, I got to wait for the fourth and the third quarter to end.
Okay. Oh, flag! What the heck is that? What's going on here? That was different. Wait a minute. We're not playing, gentlemen. Not yet. We gotta see what's up with the laundry.
I've learned not to say anything.
Right?
I've been admonished. I see the official pointing, but I don't want to draw a conclusion yet. Oh, wait. Let him confuse the PA announcer and then us. But you're right. The backside of the official does us no good at all.
No.
But at least we know they're watching our games.
Isn't that interesting, huh?
Yeah. He's pointing towards Bellingham, but I don't know what that means. Now he's pointing the other way.
He's going, that guy right there.
This guy would be great at an airport with planes taking off.
35.
Did you flunk out already? Some of these dear seniors, they come back from college and you wonder, are they still in college?
They're home for the weekend. Columbus Day.
So we know it was a penalty against Bellingham, a late flag, Dover-Sherborn advantage, and they got the ball, and here comes the Polk man. Polk turning it upfield. Polk does a 360. Polk close to midfield. Polk at midfield. There's an angry young man.
Great run.
15 yards in the last 7 he made just by pure determination.
Muscled it through. So with the exception of the Thanksgiving football game, this is our last day game, right?
Yeah.
For the season.
Yeah. We don't usually do day games.
No.
I love it, though. I can't
It's
see
a little
anything, but I
warmer.
love it.
It's warmer. The sun's out.
We're at midfield for Thanksgiving. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Always is. Pitch to KB. KB going to throw. KB going to keep the ball. KB doesn't know what he's going to do. KB comes this way. He's running every which way. KB turns it upfield. What a great run by Emilio KB. You may say he only got 7-8 yards, but he was determined, like his predecessor, Polk, to pick up yardage.
Yes. And he turned the Jets on to do it, too, I'll tell you.
Second down coming up, and 2. Something has changed in that offensive huddle for the better. Webb at quarterback. I'm not sure you can keep switching off quarterbacks.
I don't know, man.
It's hard. It's easy when you have the lead, but when you're trailing, you have to think about it. Webb counts. Webb has it. Polk has it. Polk spins around.
Nothing.
Polk, nothing.
Nothing at all.
A loss of a yard, maybe. The problem with backfield plays, as you know, is your offensive line has to do a lot more work. It's not always that easy. They have to really, keep the defense out. Mm-hmm. Third down. And short. Raiders call timeout. Oh, no. The quarter expired without me.
I was just going to say, Bruce,
no timeout
it's time
there.
for your story.
All right, so anyways. Back in the first game of the 2007 college football season, Art, when you were Mayor Tyke, you didn't have all these kids at home. Actually, you did have all these kids at
all
home.
of them,
Hey, they're back.
Some were in college, though.
Michigan was heavily favored to defeat Appalachian State. The game was played at Michigan, 100,000, right?
Right,
In
the big house.
In the fourth quarter, Michigan ahead 32-31. Then Appalachian State kicks a short field goal to go ahead 34-32. 26 seconds left in the game. Appalachian State blocks Michigan's game-winning field goal attempt at the end of regulation, winning the game by that score 34-32. That game was hailed as one of the greatest upsets in college football history. And the reason I point it out is because you just don't know at any game what the final is going to be. The gamblers give odds. People take the under. They take the over. You don't know. No. Anything can happen.
On any given day. Isn't that the expression?
Yeah.
On any given day.
Teams will change sides of the field. The Raiders have a third and short.
So I think come wintertime, Bruce, going to need a space heater. Oh, wide
Open man. More. I don't know if, I think, first down.
Yeah.
He just got the first before he was slammed to the ground.
Very interesting setup. One receiver to the right, and that's who they threw it to. And it was man-on-man coverage, but it was enough to get a first down. Great play. Dover-Sherborn call.
Ball,
So they really need a score here.
ball set up just outside the 37, near hash mark. Quarterback, quick handoff to Polk. Polk tries the left side. Got a little bit of room, moves the ball forward.
With the carry, tackled by number 21, Stephen Crumpet, number 54, Connor Lalonde. Gain of 2, second and 8. Second and 9.
Only a 1-yard pickup. The back remains Polk. The quarterback now is Ronan Richards. He's a runner. That's one option he has.
Nothing. A wall of Bellingham came right through the line. That'll be another loss of maybe 1.5 to 2. They're going the wrong direction now.
Ball now on the 40, just inside the 40. They have to reach somewhere around the 30. It's third and just beyond 10.
Nice.
Nice catch and fall. First and goal. Webb to Richards, quarterback to
Wow.
quarterback. That is interesting to use Richards as a receiver.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense, though.
They're not expecting it. So you got a first and goal, 10:06 to go on the clock, clock moving. Is it a first goal? No.
They can still get a first down.
First and 10 from the 11, I want to say. Just didn't reach the 10.
Ball's on the 16. That's what it is.
Is it weird?
Yeah.
Sorry. Straight ahead play. A yard or two. That was a bit of a hard pushback tackle. Flag on the play. It's going against Dover-Sherborn.
There's been quite a few flags in this game. More so than average.
Holding. Coming back. We'll be back here next Friday night against Millis. That will be the, I don't know what date it is. That good enough?
Is today the 7th or the 8th?
8th, 9th, 10th.
15th?
14th.
What's today?
Friday the 14th, we'll be back here with Millis. Medfield. I'll be, hang on, folks. I'll be back to you. It's been a long day. Webb drops. Webb running out of the pocket. Webb throws it on the right.
Oh, it's wide open. Oh, it's
picked off. Believe it or not, Jerry Dover-Sherborn with the pick. What? No. Dover-Sherborn is the player of the game. Either he or his brother, one or the other, pick him.
Wow.
I think that's his second pick.
Yeah, that was a little underthrown, a little low.
I got to give so much credit to Bellingham.
Yeah?
So next Friday, on the 14th, we'll have Medfield in here at 6:30 p.m. The following Friday, which will be the 21st, we'll have Millis in here at 6:30 p.m. on a Friday. We'll be live streaming all those games to you from here, Dover-Sherborn High School. Bellingham, if you're watching, I'm sure you're happy. From a Dover-Sherborn perspective, not so happy. Sad, actually. They've had the opportunities and fumbled or been picked off. They've had at least 3 turnovers, I remember, in the game. 2 picks and a fumble. And the fumble was key early on.
Yeah.
Because Bellingham scored off it.
They scored off it, yep.
Now they have the ball deep in their own territory and around their 18, so it says. And I'll tell you, Jerry doesn't want to go down.
No.
Finally, they fleece him to the ground.
That kid is fiery.
Vaccarella on the carry? Well, see, I still say it was Dover-Sherborn. I'm not sure the PA announcer saw what I saw because we can see it better. I thought it was, and you can 3 does look like 5. I thought it was Jerry on the carry. Ray's looking at me. I don't know either, but I'm not going to agree with you. It's okay. You don't have to. Actually, you do. You're a freshman. You should respect your adults, even when they're wrong. From the near hash, yeah, she wants to quit right now. The quarterback is Dasha, John McCant. Everything quiet. A little stunting by the defense. Running back play for nothing. Maybe a couple. Actually, giving forward progress. 2 yards.
You know, what Bellingham is doing here very effectively is running the clock.
Why not?
They're up
DS
by
needs
9.
9 points. So they need to do 2 scores no matter how they get it. They
Yep.
got to do 2 scores, and the opportunity has been there. 3rd and 5 at around the 23.
This is one of those drives where if Dover-Sherborn can get them to kick, turn over, they got a good chance. 2 scores they need by the end of the game.
The clapping quarterback has the ball, drops deep, throws a screen to Vaccarella. He is stopped.
Good.
4th down coming up.
Good for Diaz.
Claps his hands, gets the ball, throws it, but this time the screen does not work and they have to kick. And this is where you want KB to do a return, if he can. KB backs up into the shadow on the field. The only shadow on the field really is at the 50, between the 45 and the 50.
And I think that's from the press box.
Yes, you're right. The shadow of the press box hangs between both 45-yard lines. You're absolutely right. And that's where KB's standing. Right around midfield. Good snap. Short kick. Oh. KB says, do I want it? Do I want it? Do I want it? Yes. Here I come. There I go. Down in his own 30, 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Dover-Sherborn. Got to get it going.
And it's 6 minutes, 39 seconds left in regulation. So Dover-Sherborn needs 9 points to tie 10 to pull it out. And Bellingham is not relinquishing anything.
So you can win this game in a touchdown and a field goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I went to school.
But you need them both.
Yeah. Fake. Pass. I don't know where it went, but it went out of bounds. Not complete.
No. Almost looked like it could have been intercepted.
Webb staying in the game at quarterback. Didn't think the sun could get worse, Art, but it managed to.
Yeah, it's
Right over the tree trunks.
about a couple of inches over the treetops.
Actually, Ronan just came in at quarterback. So I don't know. It's like they're both in there. Yeah, Webb's a quarterback, and Ronan Richards is a receiver. It looks that way. Quarterback drops, does a spin, throws it for the home run ball. Oh, boy.
No.
Overthrown by a good 15 yards for Olsen. He's not that tall.
And there was a lot of traffic that Olsen had to get through, and it wasn't illegal at all. There was just a lot of traffic. And
Well, once the ball is overthrown, no one's going to try and harass him anyways.
it was just a lot of traffic. I mean, there were a lot of players that were in defense, and they weren't blocking him. They were just kind of impeding. They were strategically placed, if you will.
I know what you're saying.
Yep.
Like setting up a screen in basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of poorly thrown passes. I can't say it any other way. 4th down coming up. They got to go for it.
Have to go for it.
Because with 6:23 to go, if you punt here, you're just about giving it away.
Right.
So, 45-yard line. They need 10 yards. And it's like, no excuses. You got to make it.
Right.
But Bellingham has been outstanding. They got some beef on that defensive line.
They really do. You can really tell right here, huh?
Yeah, you can see it.
They got
Strong bodies.
Yeah, they got a 3-man line coming in.
Fake a screen, throw it sideline, overthrown.
So the defense of Bellingham stopped Dover-Sherborn Cable. I mean Dover-Sherborn Cable, as who's covering this game. Dover-Sherborn
I'm easily
Cable.
stopped.
Yeah, Dover-Sherborn High. Oh, oi.
You want to go down? You want to go downstairs and come back up again?
It kind of threw me off
Are
there.
these kids
So,
keeping? Are your kids keeping you up at night, sir?
yeah, right.
Is that it?
6:16 left in the game. 12-3. You know, it's just been a while, Bruce, since all of a sudden we've had somebody come into the house here and score, first of all, you know, and second of all, win. So, unless something happens.
The defense has only given up 12 points.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. But if your offense doesn't do anything, those are big 12 points. Because you can't do anything to call. You can't overcome.
Nothing.
It's a big 12 points when you can't score more than 3 right now.
It's huge.
And that's all to the credit of Bellingham.
Right.
And, you know, Medfield and Millis are going to look at this game tape and say, what can we do? But that is a big line. I'm looking at the bodies out there. They are big players.
Big.
Hard to match up against the Dover-Sherborn. Good game by the quarterback, Domicant. He delays the handoff and does it up the middle. Stopped. Clock keeps moving. In previous games, the clock has been your friend.
Not in this game.
Clock is stopped.
Timeout, Dover-Sherborn.
They're going to use him now.
Yeah, well, you know.
First one, the second half.
No, I'll never forget when Cam was in the baseball. They made the playoffs, and his coach decided to use a pitcher in the first game because it was pretty much Cam's team was going to win that game, and then they were saving the pitcher because
Right.
you could only pitch so many innings during the week.
Right.
And so the coach played the one of the other pitchers, and they lost the game, and they're out of the playoffs. And it's like, just like here, if you don't use your timeouts to try to save the clock so you can get the ball back, they're useless.
They need a turnover.
Every once in a while, the wind stops blowing, and it's real silence here.
2nd and 8. With 6:08 on the clock. That looked like Jerry Domicant. Yes, it was.
It was.
His brother handed it off, and as soon as the quarterback released the ball, Jerry was hit and put down.
Yeah.
Another timeout. That's 2. You only get 3.5. 3rd and 14 coming up.
Timeout, Raiders.
Well,
What can I say?
it's second down on the 49-yard line. 14 yards to go for a first down.
Now the
6
cheerleaders are
minutes.
having a race. Why not? Enjoy yourself, girls. Remember the game we had over 20 cheerleaders with Sharon?
Yeah,
And they had reserve players on the back line?
that's amazing.
They had like 4 or 5 kids who weren't playing.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
It's a lot of cheerleaders.
Yep.
We don't have that problem here. Those are the Bellingham players you hear screaming on their sideline to our right. Stop them here, you get the ball back. 6:01 to go in the contest. Blitz coming. Domicant lines it up. Oh my gosh! Oh, the throws.
Oh.
Speary has a touchdown in the game. Spira, rather. Spira and I think it's Jerry Domicant have both touchdowns for Bellingham. And Richards has the field goal for Dover-Sherborn. 555s on the clock, and that's going to be all she wrote. So it's 4th down, and they're going to punt. Number 21 will be the punter, Steve Crummett. And KB, I think, needs a return. He stands in his own 15, most of the field now in shadow. Actually, the whole field in shadow,
Yep.
except for us.
Well, we're higher.
Crummett almost has it blocked. KB, he's going to watch it roll inside the 20. Takes a Dover-Sherborn roll. 23-yard line is where they start out. Can't fool around now, boys. 5:43 to go. Dover-Sherborn down by 9, and they have one timeout left.
Yep. So under 6 minutes, 5:43 left in regulation.
And the running game almost becomes moot.
If they can do the short pass to make it a long gain.
Get out of bounds, too. It's
Yep.
out of bounds place.
Yep.
Square outs.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the receivers, realizing how few catches Dover-Sherborn has today. Webb running to his left, throws the line drive.
No.
No. Caught. Picked
No.
off. Picked off. Picked off.
Wow.
Would you believe defensive back Steve Crummett, who's also the punter, just almost froze the game now for Bellingham. That's their third pick plus one fumble.
Wow.
Crummett, of all people, the punter is the defensive back who picks it off.
Isn't that amazing? And you can tell Bellingham's kind of giddy right now.
They should be.
Yeah. Yep.
The one thing DS has not done is force a fumble. Before this game, Bellingham had been averaging around 3 fumbles in the last couple of games.
Wow.
Each per game.
Wow.
And they haven't fumbled once today. The coach got to them and said, you guys stop fumbling. And they did. And they came out and played a poor first quarter. No question. It was a poor first quarter for both teams. Second quarter, pretty evenly played. Dover-Sherborn went ahead. And then all of a sudden, a touchdown by Bellingham in the late second quarter. And then one in the third quarter, and they're off to the races with not much time left. Quarterback has it, thrown to the ground by Brian Olson.
Yeah.
Last time out by DS. Then they can't stop the clock, 5:22 left.
Yeah, there's not, I can't say a lot right now. It's really one of those things. There's 5 minutes, 13 seconds left in the game. Bellingham's ball. And second down. And second down and probably about 20 or 18 or something like that. But it just doesn't, as the sun, completely
I was just going to
goes.
say, the sun is now no longer in our way. I'm freezing.
Right. I was going to say, as the sun sets on the Dover-Sherborn game, literally, the sun is setting behind the trees.
Is our camera lady paying attention to us? Do you hear every word we say? Good. You look cold now, are you? Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? That's the Bellingham sideline. As you said, giddy is the word for them.
Yep.
Dasha hands the ball off to
Uh-oh.
Vaccarella.
Okay, so they almost are a couple yards short of where they originally started, the line of scrimmage.
If this holds out, this will be the 4th year in a row Bellingham has had their way with
Amazing,
Dover-Sherborn.
huh?
I know.
Amazing.
Ball at the 36. Clock is the enemy. Wide receivers just hanging out. Maybe not. Dummerkin on the run. Throws. Tipped off finally at the 30, at the 35, and Dover-Sherborn has their first break of the game very late in the game. Harry Dummer with the pick. The first turnover by Dover-Sherborn puts the ball at the 36 with 4:23 to go. It's still possible. Dover-Sherborn came in 4-0. Bellingham 2-2, and Bellingham should not celebrate too early.
Oh, you always want to be conservative here. I mean, 2 quick scores is possible. But I think Bellingham's got to keep it on the ground if they get it back.
If they get it back. That was an inexperienced quarterback getting manhandled.
Wow.
Looks like he got his helmet shaken up. I think he wanted a face mask. But you know something? He was surrounded, and even if someone grabbed his face mask, you couldn't see it. I know that Webb's not happy. It may or may not have been a penalty, but nobody saw it because he was surrounded by players. Webb back to the huddle. No, actually,
Wait a minute.
Ronan Richards back to the huddle.
Face mask.
He did call a face
Yep.
mask. Son of a gun.
Huh.
So Webb got his way. He was right. There was a face mask. They're marching off 15. It was a extreme face mask. Dover-Sherborn with time on the clock, 4:14. Same thing backwards. Palindrome?
Palindrome.
Thank you. Once a year, I like to get that right. Ronan throws over the middle. Oh, no. Almost picked off again by the defensive back. Crummer. Crummett. Clock stops. 4:03. 243 seconds to be exact. I was going to make you do that. We'd be here till
60
basketball.
times 4, let me think. All right.
Looking. Man open. Receiver goes
Nope.
down.
Nope.
No penalty.
No penalty.
Ball intended for Brian Olsen.
So, I mean, it's going to be a small rush by Bellingham, like a 3-man usually. And that means 3 minus 11 is 8 people from the middle linebackers to the back.
It's going to be hard to find open territory.
Yeah.
You're right. Looks like Webb at quarterback. Webb drops short, pump fakes, throws a lead pass for KB. KB on the run.
do it.
KB inside the 10, down to the 7 or 6 yard line. Emilio KB with the catch and run. A 36-yard catch and run by Emilio KB, first and goal Raiders.
Now, why did the clock stop?
They're going to move the chains,
Okay.
and they should start them
Then
again.
they should start it back.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
End zone for KB. I think it's KB. A short gain does you no good. You play into the clock now. No huddle offense. They know what they want to do. Everybody go into the end zone. Webb, handoff. Poke, poke, poke. On the cross. Into the end zone.
Yep.
Touchdown. Michael Poke. His 8th of the year, and the Raiders are back in it somehow.
And just like George was saying, they're very confident in their running game. And whether it's to the right or the left, and that was to the right.
You go for 2. What do you do here?
You go for 1 for right now. I mean,
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Be 12-10 to see what they want to do.
you could go for 2. I mean,
I'd go for the 1.
yeah. If you go for the 1, then you need
A field goal.
Yep.
Score gets closer. 12-10. So even if they made a 2-pointer, it's 12-11. You still need the field goal.
Right.
And
I was just thinking.
The 1 point is smarter.
You're right. And so the difference is if they do get a field goal now, Dover-Sherborn, that is, they win the game.
And everything's in shadow, so now Bellingham doesn't see as well. So do you go for the onside kick because the clock's going to kill you?
Right.
You have no timeouts.
Right.
Do you have a choice? No.
Not too much, right?
Dover-Sherborn on the sideline. We want to thank you for watching this live stream. because when we end this game, it's getting cold. We're getting out of here. And what people at home don't know, I'm waiting for you to doze off.
Yeah,
You had a tough night.
tough couple nights. Yeah,
How many in your house now? 15?
might as well be, I think.
Do you need, I mean, Debbie and I told Brad we could sell our house and move in too. We'll save us money.
Yeah.
You won't even notice us.
At this point, no.
You could add on another section, right? So Ronan Ryan will not kick off. He's not kicking off.
What's
Actually,
going on?
I'm kicking off. No. Let's see. Banerjee's kicking off. That's who I thought it was. Just a double take. Banerjee ready. They kick a short one. And
Bellingham's got it.
yeah, they certainly do. And they can run the clock out. So Dover-Sherborn needs to force a fumble. Because let's face facts. Bellingham's not going to pass.
No.
They need a fumble. And a lot of opportunities have gone by the board, especially that drive for the touchdown that was picked off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the fumble earlier that turned into a Bellingham score.
Yeah.
Plenty of opportunity. They were never out of this game. They were just not really in it until now. All right. Now I'm tired of the Bellingham cheerleaders. They should stop yelling.
Oh, I don't think it's them.
No, they're just not helping us. No, they're having a good time, and they've been great the whole game.
Really have. Very entertaining.
Run. They're going
Yeah,
for the
that's
ball.
what they're going to do. They're just going to keep running the ball as they should.
If this works out, Dover-Sherborn would have the ball back with about a minute,
If that,
minute 20, maybe.
maybe.
Because you know Bellingham's in a real hurry to get to the line, right?
Right. They'd probably even settle right now for a delay a game. I mean, just to keep
Yeah, that's
more
true.
time
That's true.
going off the clock.
You're right about the 1 minute, but be lucky if we get that. They're at the line. Do you wish we saved the timeout?
No.
Joe McKinn hands off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're about 2 yards short of their first down.
Yeah, they can't.
And if they get that, that'll be it.
That's the game if they get this first down.
So this is the game right here. 3rd and 2. They get the first down, we can wrap it up. If they don't get the first down, they're gonna. It's two down territory too.
Right. Right. And Bellingham's got nothing to lose by not going for 2 down,
That's
fourth down. Ball's at 45-yard line, 44. Dover-Sherborn.
A lot of lessons to be learned here for the Raiders after this game. Don McCant, hands off. Vaccarella to the 45-yard line. Let's see.
It's going to be 4th down.
He's short. He may
Yeah.
have lost a little. They're going to go for it. 4th and. They say he gained a yard? No, the chains aren't moving. 4th and 2. 4th and 2. And we're going to. The quarterback can follow the line of scrimmage.
Wait a minute. So,
Why is the clock running?
I don't
now?
know.
The clock's running because it's supposed to run. Just that nobody on Bellingham's side of the field is ready to play. Because they don't have to. They might take delay a game and punt. I don't know. Would they take a delay a game here?
They could
They can call a timeout also.
delay a game.
Nope.
Oh, timeout.
Bellingham. Smart.
Yeah, really smart.
He's not punting it. Bellingham's first timeout. Dover-Sherborn has none left. 56.4 on the scoreboard clock. Thank you, Ray, for staying for the second half in the cold. Of course, we weren't going to let you off the truck anyways. You like basketball, Ray. We told you before. It's warm inside. Basketball. Yes. I think she has a look on her face. I'm quitting today. What are you talking about? You wouldn't dare, would you? These cheerleaders are still going with their backflips.
Amazing.
I
Amazing.
swear, children do not feel the cold.
Younger folks, yep.
Yeah.
Well, what do they always say? Somebody said youth is wasted on the young, right?
They're in shorts. Well, it started on a beautiful day.
It did.
But no, it's cold.
Yep. Once that sun goes down. It's supposed to maybe get a frost tonight.
That'd be weird, huh?
Yeah. This is it. What do you think? A little flare-out pass?
I'm thinking I would have punted, to be truthful. See, there's your problem. Turnover and downs. I would have punted. Because if you don't get it, they have just over half a field to get to field goal range. And I think that was a bad call. You know, Haddad had all this time to think about it.
Yeah.
Why not try to draw him offside, use another timeout, and punt the ball away, put them down at the 20 even. Now you give them the ball right before midfield, and Dover-Sherborn has about 40 yards maybe to get in field goal range.
Yeah. Yeah.
Webb is the quarterback. He's got Polk next to him as a blocker. He throws. Going for Olsen! Catch! No, drop.
Almost.
Second down, 47.8 seconds. Don't turn your TVs off yet.
Your computer or your phone, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays?
Ain't that true? Yep,
Yeah.
You're right. Ball to 47. We're on the Bellingham side of the field, so you hear a lot of Bellingham support. Olsen stays on the near side. KB's on the other side. Drop. Throw. Man open. KB pulls it in.
He's got it.
Trying
Get
to
out of bounds. Nice job.
He does. He's out of bounds. Stop the clock. 40.2 seconds. They are close to field goal range. And let me tell you, Ronan Richards has a leg. The ball is at the 30. That's a 47-yard field goal. That's long. They got to get closer. No timeouts. They can actually afford a run, but I don't think they'll do it. I think they'd rather do a screen. You don't want to stop the clock on a run.
No.
Bellingham got giddy early, and it was for a good reason back then, but now they're wondering if it was worth it. Webb over center. Webb drops, looks, got a man cutting across. He's open.
No.
Dropped.
Little, what's it called? Behind him.
And he threw into coverage too.
Yeah.
35.3 seconds
The
to
ball
go.
was a little behind him.
12-10. Bellingham has led most of the way. It's now 12-10 Bellingham. 30.53 seconds to go in the game. It is a 2nd and 10 from the 31. So that will be a 48-yard kick. They're going to have. No, I agree with you. It's not a good field goal attempt for a high school kid, but they can do it. The kid has a leg.
He's got a leg.
And the wind is not a factor anymore. So he's got a leg.
Yeah.
If he misses, he misses, but it's a possibility. They still should get closer. Webb talking to his team. Webb drops, looks, man open, step out, sir. Olsen brings it closer to field goal range. He's out of bounds with 29.4.
Wow. Wow, what an exciting game.
Now we're talking 36-yard attempt.
Okay.
I think if anything else happens, they got to center the ball maybe.
You know, and what he can't do is just panic to throw the ball downfield and get it intercepted.
You know, so I was just thinking of a running play to center the ball. You don't have time for that. You know, to move it right right in front of the uprights. You just don't have time for that.
You know,
you got to get as close as you can.
You could do that, Bruce, theoretically, but you got to get to the line and spike the ball.
Yeah, I know. Into the end zone, KB got it. Touchdown Raiders, I believe.
Wow.
Yes, KB. In the coffin corner, he scores.
Oh my goodness. He had the defender turned around, didn't even see the ball. Wow. And KB got it.
You heard it in the background. 16-12 Raiders. 24.6 to go in the game.
Wow.
I agree with that word.
Unbelievable.
It was KB in the coffin corner, and he was so focused.
And it was a great pass. Everything was just wonderful. Great. And you got to give kudos to that front line to giving them time to throw.
They're going for 2.
Raiders going for 2.
They run it.
And that is a 2-point conversion. Brings the score to Dover-Sherborn 18.
18 to 12. Wow.
18 to 12 with a 2-point conversion.
Yep.
I am stunned.
Yeah, I think the Bellingham crowd is stunned too. Yeah, and good reason. I mean,
I'm going to remember the word giddy for a long time. They celebrated too early.
yeah.
And they just kept doing it. And I think Dover-Sherborn got momentum and focus.
Yeah.
Bellingham lost
Yeah.
focus. Still some time to go in the game. Bellingham has 2 timeouts. And I'm telling you once again, we said it earlier, Haddad, he should have punted. He had the timeouts, try and draw the offside. He said, no, we're going for it.
Yeah,
And they turned the ball over right around midfield.
Their defense had been holding up pretty well. You know, it was a bend but don't break scenario. And
How many yards did we say that was? We don't know. We don't know how many yards that was, do we? No.
we'll have to wait for JB's stats.
Okay. On the newspaper. Let's see. So that's a kickoff coming. That is 6 touchdown pass for Webb and the 2nd touchdown of the year for KB.
Well, this is big for Bellingham now. This is big for Dover-Sherborn to kick it far as they can down, right?
Rich is kicking, which tells me it's going to be a long kick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Way back in the end zone, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Amazing.
You talk about comebacks.
Amazing.
Look at the Dover-Sherborn sideline. Now, they were thrilled at the touchdown, but he's got them calmed down. We haven't won the game yet.
That's right. Anybody who just needs to know that needs to go to the Patriots-Atlanta Super Bowl game.
That's true, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
So they got 2 timeouts left. John McCann got his brother.
Nice catch. Yeah, he did. Oh, what's
Flag
that?
on the play.
Roughing, maybe?
Did you see anything?
I didn't, really. Did you see anything, Ray? No.
It's all on you, Ray. We don't see anything. We're old. Oh, she's looking at the ball.
She's focused. She's got focus, laser focus on this camera.
What was that?
First down for the Blackhawks at the 46-yard line.
15 point. I don't know what the foul was, but timeout called.
15-point forward.
You really want to use a timeout now?
You know what? It's 15 seconds left in the game.
But
There's probably a big play and then a timeout. So if they catch the ball, they need a timeout, and then maybe I don't know, man.
Okay.
That's all I can think of.
They've got
15 seconds with 1 left. Bruce, I think they could do 2 plays, and they got to stop the clock after the first play.
So if they pass the ball over the middle of the field, he catches it at the 20. He goes down. Now what are you going to do?
Timeout?
Okay. So then he gets the ball again. Say somewhere, not in touchdown. He catches it again in the middle of the field. You're done.
You have
I mean, you can't throw in the middle of the field a
You
lot.
got 2 plays in 15.4 seconds. That's a challenge right there.
So he can use 1 timeout over the middle of the field, but he can't do it again unless it goes in the end zone.
Right.
Because he can't call
And
a second timeout.
that's what it is.
That's
Yep.
fair. That's
Yep.
fair. They're at the far hash mark. Spear is on the far side. John McCann, in the game of his life, quarterback has the football, drops. throws it. Got his brother. He's hit immediately by Ross Bottom, and now they got to use that last timeout.
Right.
And they're not where they want to be, but they got to use the last timeout with
Right.
9.4 seconds.
Right.
And what I should have said was, he catches the ball where he caught it here, and you have to use a timeout. Now you've got to go 44 yards in 9.4 seconds. You have no timeouts.
Yeah, what is that? 34 yards. Yep.
You're 34?
34.
I apologize.
That's okay.
So
34.
Dover-Sherborn, if
Yeah.
I were them, no pass interference. Let them catch it over the middle of the field and tackle them.
Hopefully tackle him, right?
Well, you better be there.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, it's not going to matter.
Well,
1st and 10. I'm not excited.
and if Bellingham might use one of those trick plays again, you know?
Why the cheerleaders turn and look at us? It's him. I'm not the excited one, it's him.
Those Bellingham cheerleaders have done a great job.
They have.
Yep. This is probably the last play of the game.
1, 2, 3. I see 5 defensive backs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And
6,
1 linebacker.
7.
He drops. Here they come. Here they come. He's in big trouble. Throws it for his life.
Throws a squib.
Up in the air. Out of bounds.
Game's
Clock
over.
Game over.
Wow.
The final
Wow.
score, your Dover-Sherborn Raiders in a comeback, unbelievable comeback, 18, and the Bellingham
Wow.
Blackhawks, 12.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And let me see. Just okay. Hope nobody's hurt here. Number 5.
I think Bellingham will go back on the team bus in shock. And the Dover-Sherborn Raiders better realize they got very fortunate and lucky and good late in the game. Everything worked out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Wow. I just, unbelievable. What a comeback. What a game. This is a very interesting game. It was low scoring, no scoring, but interceptions, a fumble. Bellingham had a lot of things going their way today.
But not in the end.
Not in the very end.
Each team did not score in the first quarter. At the end of the half, it was 6-3 Bellingham. Bellingham scored the only 6 points of the third quarter. Then Dover-Sherborn scored the only 15 points of the fourth quarter. And that's your final, 18-12, Dover-Sherborn. We watched the teams file off the field, and Dover-Sherborn goes into their end zone, and they're living it up.
Wow. That's amazing, huh? I mean, wow. What a game. So I guess Cam's all ready to wrap it up, Bruce. So you want to wrap it up?
Yeah,
It's been a great day working with you again.
Yeah, it has been, sir. See you in a couple of weeks. The final score, Dover-Sherborn wins 18-12. We thank you for watching our live stream and cablecast of Dover-Sherborn High Football. Until next time, so long, everyone.
We'll see ya.